Hi, I'm Gelare. I'm in Tehran, and this is the Munchies Guide to Tehran. We'll take you to Tehran's main bazaar, where we'll taste the famous tarchin. This is the best part. It's the crispy rice, and I'm really excited to be digging into this right now. To the traditional tea houses where men would come together to recite old folk tales and listen to music while appreciating how one should drink tea. And of course, we will take you to Nayef. It's been perfecting its kebab for over 130 years. It's great. I'm going to be a kebab guru by the end of this. I'm going to show off to all my friends. Because if you can make a good kebab in Iran, then you're set. And caviar, the jewel of the Caspian Sea, known in this country as the black gold. I've been raised all over, from Dubai to Abu Dhabi to London, Toronto, and of course Tehran. I mean, all my memories about food in Tehran, they're quite a number, considering I was nicknamed Shekamu, which means someone who purely thinks from their stomach. I'm getting quite hungry. Tehran is in the north-central area of Iran, surrounded by the Alborz Mountains. The capital holds about 8 million people, 13 million if you include the outer Tehran. I mean, the bazaar is constantly bustling, as it's the center of commerce. All the goods that are brought into Tehran first go through the bazaar. So we're here at the food section in the bazaar. It's actually my favorite section. اینا از کجا اومده آلوها؟ همش مال مشهده؟ بهش کدوماش خورشتی هن؟
این سه تا خورشتیه.
سه تا خورشتیه؟
اینم ترشه، اینم ترشه. حالا میتونید یه دیگه تست کنید؟
آی. خب چی خوبه الان آدم بخواد بگیره؟
الان همه چی خوبه.
اونی که میگی همه چی خوبه، اما چی خوبه؟ الان میخوایم بگیریم ببریم با خودمون بخوریم.
سوغات پسته ببریم.
پسته؟
پسته همون هم تازه است، مال امساله.
کیلو؟ خیلی نمیشه؟
بله.
خب دیگه چی خوبه؟
دیگه چی دوست داری؟
خب چی مثلا دم عیده؟ This is called masqati with roses and it's a gift. خب یه چند تا به کی بگم؟ آره. So apparently this is very special. I asked if like, is there anything that you have that is very unique to this store compared to all the other stores? And he offered the masqati with dried roses. It's very sweet. It's very sweet. I've had this in Turkey, but it's like I think it's just like melted sugar. Hello. Right now we're in front of a Muslim restaurant, which is one of the most popular restaurants in the bazaar in Tehran. And as you can see, there's like a huge lineup behind me. It's almost, I don't know how you gotta wait like 30 minutes to get your food. It's got some of the most traditional food like korma sabzi or, you know, the loins with the broad bean rice. Then also tarchin, which is actually my favorite. It's so crazy here.
It's crazy, it's like your thing.
Wow, no, yeah, I mean, this is like the heart of it all. This is like all the greatest food all in one place. I mean, here you've got all the kebabs. You got kubide, you've got bag, you've got the chicken. The kubide is basically when they take minced meat and they put it on the skewer. And you see here, and then you got all the other ones, the tomato grilling. و می‌بینی که خب کی شروع شد، کی باز شد و چرا اینقدر شلوغه اینجا؟ چرا همه میان برای شما؟
خب از حضور شما که اینجا یه چیز دولوش 13 ساله که خدمت داره.
13 سال.
13 ساله و در واقع من خودم این کار رو از بچگی این کار رو یاد گرفتم.
یعنی شما از کجا میدونی این ترچین الان خوبه؟ یعنی ما از کجا بفهمیم که این یکی از بهترین ترچینات؟
خب رنگش، عطرش، بوش و خیلی ظاهر مشخصه. وقتی خب این مشتری وقتی میخوره یا اون مهمون وقتی میخوره تشخیص میده که خوبه و بعد بیا دنبالش. ببین اینجا فقط چند نفر فقط ترچین میکشن. میدونین؟ یعنی اینقدر این به اصطلاح تقاضاش زیاده، فقط این یه آدم اونجا فقط ترچین میده مرتب که حاضر میشه و اینو یک بار خورده مشتری اومده دنبالش.
سالاد، ماستوفیات.
How quick is the process?
Pretty quick. You can't. Yeah, it's fast food, but fast, good food. So about 4,000 to 5,000 people come through this restaurant daily. I mean, this is why the production line is like boom, 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 boom. I mean, you do not want to leave a customer unsatisfied. So now I have the final tagine served to me. This is the best part. It's the crispy rice. It's nice and crunchy. And this is the part that's made with the yogurt and the egg. Then this one, they separate the chicken with the rice because some people like breast, some people like thigh. Really, really good. I definitely recommend it. Come to the bazaar and have some tagine. There's other bazaars in Tehran other than the Grand Bazaar, but they're much smaller in size. For example, the one in Tadrish. And the products that they sell vary from coppers to jewelry to spices to carpets to clothes to handicraft. I mean, just name it. And also the architecture is really nice. They've kind of kept the whole olden signs and, you know, the feel of what old bazaars used to look like. این شیر است؟
شیر انگوره.
از کجاست؟
ملایر.
من مادرم از ملایره. This is from my mother's hometown. Wow. So this is a syrup from the grapes? Merci. Wow, it's so good. It's really sweet. از اون این لواشک ها میدین؟ لواشک زرش. Zereshk is barberry, which you can take its juice and have it as an antioxidant, or you can use it within these sour savories called lavashak. Very sour. Merci. Your jaw is like locked. The stands that you see in Tadrish, they offer a variation of dried fruits, which are marinated in different ways. I guess you can compare this to sort of the big candy stores in the States, where you walk in and there's like 50 different variations. So it's kind of the same thing, but centered around dried fruits. See, like the stuff there that's in the flat plastic, like it's flattened, it's kind of the same thing that we just got, but rolled out. Because most of these are just dried fruit, and they lay it out in the sun and it dries up, and then they roll it and then they add sauce. I just love how everything here is from here, and organic, as they say. Right now, we're outside the famous Nayeb restaurant. I've tried to make kubi there so many times, but it keeps falling off, the skewer. This is just to start you off. You know, just to tease you a little for the main dish, in case you weren't full after the salads and the teas and the fruits. Right now, we're outside the famous Nayeb restaurant. This is the headquarters and the oldest restaurant out of the 6 that they have across Iran. Today, it's its 50th anniversary, but the actual taste started over 130 years ago. And here we have the great-great-granddaughter of Mr. Nayeb himself to show us around of why this kebab just tastes so amazing.
همونجور که اولم گفتم این عکس پدر بزرگ خود من هستش که ایشون پدرشون هستن و اصل نایب اصلا از پدر ایشون همین علی آقای نایب به وجود اومده در سال 1254.
Nayeb is one of the most popular restaurants, but it's mainly through reservation, targeting the middle class, the upper class. Although it actually started its business in the bazaars, alongside many of the other very famous kebabi restaurants.
نحوه درست کردن ممتاز و برگو. بعد خب خیلی تو این اما مهمه برامون که شکل کبابا هم به همین شکل.
The kebabs are being dipped in the juice of the onions. I guess that's their secret to their amazing tasting kebabs. Basically, they're putting all the different types of kebabs that they make and cook all in a line. So you've got the filet, and then you've got the chicken, and then you've got the famous kubide. So the meat, in fact, is then grinded, and with either onions and other spices, then it's made into the kubide. I've tried to make kubide so many times, but it keeps falling off the skewer. So when there's more fire, it actually keeps the juice inside.
Exactly. ولی نه اونقدر که روش سوخته باشه ها. سریع بر. اولش که کبابا میذاریم از جایی که برش داده شده، به خصوص بره، از جایی که برش داده شده روی آتیش زیاد میذاریم که گوشت جمع میشه. اون آب داغ گوشت باعث پخت خود گوشت میشه.
من عاشق تعطیلات.
یه دونه میگم بیارم امتحان کنم.
obsessed with تعطیل.
درست سیگنیچر ما کبابه ولی غذای دیگه‌مون هم خوبه. So this is the bag, and this is the kubide. I'm really excited. She was just explaining that, you know, a lot of people, like some of the traditional ways of eating kebab is by putting a raw egg on top of the rice. And we have this dried, I mean, there's this powder that's called somag, which is very sour. And you put it on top of the kebab, so you just kind of like taste it like this. But it's got this really nice sour taste to it. And then also a raw egg right in the middle. So you mix the raw egg with the butter and the rice, and then you put the kebabs on top and eat away. It's very good. It's nice and juicy. I mean, it just like melts in your mouth and you're complete. You're just taken over by the taste of good meat. It's funny because actually the tea is sort of as important as the food because the tea culture is just a whole other world in itself, you know? It's a way of bringing in a guest.
سلام.
سلام.
خوب هستین شما؟ خوبید شما؟ خیلی خوش آمدید.
خیلی ممنون.
به رستوران ما یا سفره‌خونه سنتی ما.
خیلی ممنون واقعا. خیلی زیباست.
سفره‌خونه ما، سفره‌خونه سنتی ما سفره‌خونه باغ صبا در یکی از محله‌های قدیمی تهران به نام باغ صبا. خدمت عرض کنم که سفره‌خونه ما یکی از از مجموعه‌های کارهای هنری و معماری درست شده. اینجا نه که سفره‌خونه سنتیه و یکی از فرهنگ‌های اصیل ایرانی رو داریم باب می‌کنیم و نشون میدیم نه نمایش درگیریم.
But back in the days, the tea houses were mainly for men. Today, they have been transformed into family venues.
Places like this are usually symmetrical and people sit around in circles. And it just creates this environment where, you know, everyone's interacting with each other. You've got the music in the center, and then you got people sitting here, you've got others walking around. And if you see the paintings, this is the environment where people told old stories, they talked about poetry, they smoked the shisha, or the qalyun as some call it.
اینی که شما این پذیرایی که می‌بینید شربت زعفرونه.
شربت زعفرون. Saffron tea.
زعفران تی. ببینید نکنید این از توی زعفران قاطی شده و خنک هم هست و این یک خاصیت پزشکی داره.
خیلی ممنون. پس اول شربت رو خورده میشه بعدش چای.
میریم سراغ چای سرویس چای گرم.
Here he was explaining the different sweets that are served with the tea. We have the crystallized sugar, the famous dates, and this is bamiya, which comes from zulbiya bamiya. The two different types of sweets that are made, the wheat is fried, and then there's syrup poured on top. And then this is his own signature because it comes from his hometown, which is Hamadan. And it's not too sweet, so you can easily have many of them one after another. اینا غذای گرمتونه.
بله.
The hot foods.
این به ترتیب نکنید. این کوفته ریزه ماست.
میشه یکی امتحان؟ این اصلیتش از کجاست؟ کوفته.
این مال تبریز.
مال تبریز. مرسی. I love کوفته. So now you see the mother of kuftes. So this is they have as the main dish, and it's quite a hearty meal. Here you have the two famous eggplant dishes, which is kashka badem jun and mirza qasemi. Mirza qasemi is tomatoes, eggplants with a good amount of garlic. And then kashka badem jun is the same with, it's just eggplant with lentils and meat. And then they put this whey sauce on top. And then if you're still not full, there is dolme. And dolme is a mixture of rice and meat and lentils. I actually split peas, to be exact, with a very specific type of herb that they mix it. And they stuff them in eggplants, tomatoes, and peppers. And of course, there's the very famous barley soup. This is just to start you off. You know, just to tease you a little for the main dish, in case you weren't full after the salads and the teas and the fruits. We're right now at a fish farm, and here they harvest caviar.
یکی از بزرگترین ماهی‌هامونه. 12 سالشه.
Oh, that's one. It's like a burger. We're right now at a fish farm situated between Qom and Tehran. It's called Muallam. And here they harvest fish and they get them ready for getting the caviar out. Each fish is worth about $35,000, but with the actual caviar inside.
و اولین کارگاهی هست داخل ایران که شروع به پرورش ماهیان خاوری
کرده سال 81 و ما اولین صادر کننده خاویار به کشورهای اروپایی مثل ایتالیا، فرانسه، آلمان است. اصلی ترین ماهی کارگان فیل ماهی یا بلوگاست، چون بلوگا یا فیل ماهی همون ماهیه که خاویار درجه 1 میده و نسلشون هم انقراض کشیده شده.
It was definitely a very interesting process. I mean, there was like 10 different pools that they would transfer the fish until it was fully grown.
کل این سایتی که شما دارید نگاه میکنید، آب ورودیش منبع آبی ما یه چاهه. کار اصلی ما کشاورزیه. آبی که ورود میکنه داخل استخا خروج میشه میره برای کشاورزی. خب یه استخ ذخیره هم داریم، اونجا ماهیانی مثل ماهی سفید دریا. اونجا ماهی سفید دریا برای اولین بار تو دنیا ما تونستیم پرورش بدیم، چون ماهی سفید یه ماهیه که پرورش یافته نمیشه. بلوگاز ماهی‌های اعماق دریا از نور خورشید خوششون نمیاد. اگه اینجا مسقف تاریکه بخاطر اینکه نور مستقیم خورشید برای پوست اینا مشکل ایجاد میکنه، بیماری پوستی میشه. ماهی‌ها کبسی هستن. یکی از بزرگترین ماهی‌هامونه، 12 سالشه.
This is 12 years old. زن چند کیلو خاویار داره اینجا؟
این 110 کیلو، قدش 2 متر و 10 سانته، بعد دور شکمش هم 75 سانته. یه بار خاویار داده ولی خاویارش برداشت نشده، دوباره جذب بدنش شده. الان که میخواد خاویار بده ایشالله سال دیگه به ما حداقل نزدیک 10 تا 15 کیلو به ما خاویار واقعا درجه 1 میده. دیگه مثلا ما خاویار داشتیم اینجا 3000 یورو فروختیم، خاویار داشتیم 2000 یورو. یه بستگی به اون نوع ماهی ماده داره، نوع تغذیه 10 سال، تغذیه 3 سال آخر، همه اینا بستگی داره که خاویار درجهش 1 بشه به قول معروف. ولی خاویارش چون میدونید اگه خاویار بخواد برداشت بشه ماهی کشته میشه. یکی از دلایل اصلی انقراض همینه.
اما شما در اصل این ماهی‌ها رو میذارین تو آب میرن تا شمال، اونجا خاویار رو برمیدارن.
کارگاه خاویارسازی شمال کشوره، چون مرکز ایران که اصلا ماهی نبوده. تمام تأسیسات این ماهی هم معطوف به 3 تا استان‌های شمالیه. ماهی از اینجا زنده هم میشه به انزلی، اونجا کارگاه مخصوص دارن که خیلی به قول معروف یه محیط ایزوله بهداشتیه که چون میدونید که خاویار نه باید یخ بزنه نه پخته میشه، یه نمک مخصوص بزنه فراوری میشه، قوطی میشه. اونجا امانت تو سردخونه شلاق میونه تا کارهای صادراتش آماده شه و بره فرودگاه، بره برای مصرف.
We're just about to go to Lidoma restaurant. It is a members-only fine dining. That restaurant attracts Iran's celebrities or high names or profiles. When you open the caviar, I mean, one thing to apparently look out for is that you have to make sure that there's not a layer of water or a layer of oil on top. So it has to be dry. And you should be able to see the eggs kind of tightly fitted. People think that the bigger the eggs, the better, but that's not a sign. It's not really about the size. Okay. Oh, I feel like a queen here. Serve me. کلسترول و اینا مشکلی نیست؟
نه برای کلسترول خوبه اتفاقا.
My father used to buy caviar, so that's the first time I tried it. And I tried it here and there. I mean, it's got an interesting taste. I kind of like the preparation more than actually the eating. Preparation? Yeah, the preparation is fun. You know, you got all these little things. And so here we have the butter placed on the toast, then the caviar placed on the butter. Then around it was the onion, the egg whites, and the egg yolk, which is all chopped up. And then we're gonna add some pepper. I'm gonna add a little bit of lemon just for a little kick. Oh, that's one. It's like a burger. I'm really nervous. It was really nice. Definitely buttery and a nice salty, sour taste. I mean, it's not bitter because I have tried caviar before that it's just you have this like bitter aftertaste, but this is nice. چرا در ایران انقدر کاویار معروفه و همه دوست دارن؟
چون همونطور که میدونید کاویار تنها به اصطلاح غذاییه که وقتی میخورید سلول سازی میکنه. ما به این میگیم طلای سیاه. واقعا از طلا هم به نظر من خیلی چیز عالیه.
این چقدر یه نفر میتونه بخوره تا هر سروینگ؟
این برای یک نفره، یعنی یک قرص کامله این.
یک قرص کامل؟
پیش غذا اگه بخواید میل کنید نصف اینه. ولی
اما میشه همه اینا خورد؟
بله.
Wow. As caviar is a very expensive delicacy, very few people can afford it because about 50 grams of caviar is around $300.
همه جاش کلم هستش.
So he's saying that if you want to buy caviar and it's not vacuumed, it doesn't come in a package that it has this kind of label that shows that it's vacuumed. It's either fake or from a very low-grade fish. Oh wow, the eggs are so different. You know, یه من بذارم. پس این الان درشتره. خیلی درشتره. پس اما معناش به این نیست که
نه، یکی.
See, this goes back to the whole argument that if the fish eggs are bigger, is it better? But that is not necessarily the case. Pass. You know, okay, so I'm gonna put a bit in one spoon, and then, you know, as you know, اینجوری میذارم این تو, and then I do it like that. Look at that. Oh, okay, I got it. So now I'm making the perfect scoop-shaped caviar. So then I can place this on the toast and it looks pretty. And this is the second type of caviar, and it's from the beluga fish.
Bon appétit.
Thank you. Yeah, it definitely tastes the same, but I definitely like that one better. It's saltier and it's I would say creamier. I don't know if that makes sense.
دقیقاً دیگه اون گلشه دیگه. اصلا نوع خود خاویارش لذیذتره. توضیح دیگه هم که داره بیشتر اینو صبحا میخورن به خاطر اینکه انرژی زیادی به آدم میده و تا آخر شب باید دیگه میتونه کار زیادی انجام بده.
So all you really need is to have some caviar in the morning and you've got full energy for the rest of the day. You're gonna feel healthy. There you go. It's a bit pricey, but then just don't eat anything else.